Welcome to today's video, where we embark on a journey into the fascinating world of the Mandela effect. The Mandela effect is a phenomenon in which a large group of people remember an event, fact, or detail one way, but it is actually different from what they recall.
You remember the children's book when you were growing up about the family of bears?
The Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain, S-T-E-I-N.
But before we dive into this intriguing phenomenon, let's explore its namesake, Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was an extraordinary leader who played a pivotal role in ending apartheid in South Africa and went on to become the country's first black president. However, an unusual twist of memory gave rise to the term Mandela effect. In the 1980s, many people mistakenly believed that Nelson Mandela had passed away in prison, even though he was released in 1990 and became a symbol of hope and change. This collective misremembering of his death led to the concept of the Mandela effect, which challenges our understanding of memory and reality. Join us as we unravel this mysterious phenomenon and delve into some mind-bending examples that will leave you questioning the reliability of your own memory. Common misquotes. Mention other common instances of the Mandela effect, and you'll be amazed at how widespread this phenomenon truly is. Beyond book titles and brand names, the Mandela effect extends its reach into the realm of famous movie misquotes. For instance, in Disney's Snow White, the famous line from the movie is often misquoted as "mirror, mirror on the wall" instead of the correct "magic mirror on the wall."
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
And, in the iconic Star Wars series, many people remember Darth Vader's revelation to Luke Skywalker as, "Luke, I am your father."
No, I am your father.
However, the actual line, "No, I am your father," is a subtle yet significant difference that showcases how our collective memory can sometimes play tricks on us when recalling cherished cinematic moments. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are numerous other examples, from movie lines to historical events, that will leave you questioning what you thought you knew. So, stay tuned as we journey deeper into the fascinating and sometimes perplexing world of the Mandela effect. How does it happen? So, why does the Mandela effect happen? Our brains sometimes remember things incorrectly due to various reasons, like suggestion and cognitive biases. These factors can influence our memories, making us believe something that never actually occurred or remember details differently from how they truly are. As we explore some mind-bending examples in this video, you'll see how powerful and mysterious our memories can be. Join us as we unravel this enigmatic phenomenon, and by the end, you'll be questioning the reliability of your own memory. Other examples of the Mandela effect. The X-File versus the X-Files. I honestly always thought it was the X-Files, plural, with an S. But it is only X-File. So was Mulder only chasing the one X-File his entire career? The alien abduction of his sister? Makes you think, right? Okay, this one is a joke, but the rest here are not. I am just making sure you all are paying attention. Dilemma versus dilemma. Some remember the word dilemma as being spelled dilemma with an N, even though the correct spelling is dilemma.
The Berenstain Bears. The Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain Bears. Many people remember the popular children's book series as the Berenstain Bears with an E instead of the correct spelling, Berenstain Bears with an A. Fruit Loops versus Fruit Loops. People often recall the cereal brand as Fruit Loops when it is actually spelled Fruit Loops. Curious George's Tail. Despite not having a tail, a significant number of people remember the fictional monkey Curious George as having one. Monopoly Man. Many remember the Monopoly board game's mascot as wearing a monocle, but he does not. Febreze versus Febreze. People often think the air freshener is spelled Febreze with two E's instead of Febreze with one E. Sex and the City versus Sex and the City. People commonly misquote the title of the popular TV series as Sex and the City instead of the correct Sex and the City. Jif versus Jiffy Peanut Butter. People often remember the brand as Jiffy when it is actually Jif. The Monkees theme song. Many recall the opening line of the theme song as "Hey, hey, we're the Monkees" with an extra hey when it is "Hey, hey, we're the Monkees" with only two heys. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Magic mirror on the wall.
The famous
Who
line
is
from
the
Disney's Snow
fairest?
White is often misquoted as mirror, mirror on the wall instead of the correct magic mirror on the wall, debunking some myths. Sometimes people think that the Mandela effect is proof that there are parallel universes or time travel because we remember things differently. But that's not quite true. Well, let's not discuss what I personally think, and let's discuss what the science says. The Mandela effect is actually about how our brains remember stuff, and sometimes they make mistakes. It's more like a quirk of our memory and how our brains work, kind of like when you misremember a friend's birthday or forget where you put your homework. It doesn't mean other universes or time travel are involved, it's just a way our brains can trick us. But the problem I have with this is, why does so many people misremember the exact same thing the exact same way? Okay, I will leave it there. Or we can talk more about the reliability of our memory. The Mandela effect teaches us an important lesson about the limitations of our memory and how it can be influenced by various factors like pop culture and suggestion. Firstly, it reminds us that our memory isn't always as reliable as we might think. Our brains are incredibly complex, but they can sometimes make mistakes. We might remember something one way, but it turns out to be different from what really happened. This shows that our memory is not like a perfect recorder of events, it can be fallible. Secondly, pop culture plays a significant role in shaping our memories. Movies, books, and advertisements often portray things in a certain way, and our brains can pick up on these portrayals. For example, if a famous movie quote is often misquoted in pop culture, we might remember it the wrong way because we've heard it that way so many times. It's like our brains get influenced by what's popular or commonly repeated.
Luke, I am your father.
Suggestion is another powerful influence. When someone suggests something to us or asks leading questions, it can affect how we remember things. For instance, if someone says, "Didn't Darth Vader say, 'Luke, I am your father,' it might make us remember it that way, even though the actual line is, 'No, I am your father.'" In essence, the Mandela effect reminds us to be aware that our memory is not foolproof and it can be shaped by external influences. It's a reminder to question our assumptions, double-check facts, and not always trust our memory, especially when it conflicts with documented reality. This awareness can lead to more critical thinking and a better understanding of how our minds work. Conclusion and takeaways. The Mandela effect is a captivating reminder that our memories can be both wonderfully intricate and surprisingly fallible. It shows us that our recollections of events, names, and even famous quotes can sometimes be influenced by the world around us, from pop culture to the power of suggestion. But rather than being a sign of parallel universes or time travel, it's primarily a reflection of how intricate and sometimes quirky our human minds can be. So, what's the key takeaway from all of this? It's to embrace the fascinating intricacies of our memory while also approaching it with a healthy dose of skepticism. Question what you think you know, fact check when needed, and remember that the Mandela effect is a reminder that the human mind is a truly remarkable yet wonderfully imperfect puzzle. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and share this video with another person who you think will like it as well. This really helps a lot. Thanks.